Kanazawa was a really small village. Not only was there only one school, but there was only one class.
So even the 4-year-olds have to learn 8th grade calculus.
Good Gollywally. That class encompasses all different grades and ages. This does not sound like a good system.
It's 1987 in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Japan.
Oh, right.
So this is the best they can do.
There are about 30 students at different levels, and they all study in the same class. I'm told that long ago there used to be a bigger school building, and they had actual separate classes. However, it seems something happened that made it become a single class, and now it stayed that way out of tradition. I was shocked at first, but humans adapt pretty quickly. I've already gotten quite used to it. The sound of children playing started right from the morning. With such a lively mood, it felt more like a kindergarten than a proper school. Not that that was a bad thing.
Can't get any learning done with all these stupid children rocking around.
This hoe, Neon, who had been walking in front of us up until then, suddenly let me take the lead. Right in front of the classroom door. So I was meant to slide the door open and enter the room first. He says, "Too bad. I wasn't going to fall for that again." To think you'd give up the lead here. You meant for this to be a test of my skills. Neon chuckled with a haughty smirk on her face. Girl, I don't know. Ugh, this bottom.
What is it, you guys?
Step back, Rena. It's dangerous. She's here.
Huh? And Satoko-chan is...
Who dat? Her name was Satoko Hojo?
Yes.
Yeah. She was a disrespectful, impudent, bossy kid. The way she talks was annoying, but it would be immature to get worked up over just that. Would it though? The real problem was this. Quite the obvious trap. A blackboard eraser wedged in the door. It's too obvious. Satoko. A haughty laugh came from behind the door. Excellent, Kei-chan. I guess that means you win this round. No, this is Satoko we're talking about. I doubt this is it. After falling for such intricate traps since the day I transferred, I no longer let my guard down. Satoko liked to combine a variety of traps. Traps that were simply there to bait you into the main one. Traps that were relentlessly... Girl, I am struggling. Satoko liked to combine a variety of traps. Traps that were simply there to bait you into the main one. Traps that relentlessly kept coming at you like a... Yeah. My armpits still smell the best. Okay, we're gonna try that one more time. Satoko, Miss Satoko, liked to combine a variety of traps. Traps that were simply there to bait you into the main one. Traps that relentlessly kept coming at you like a sadistic Rube Goldberg machine. The list goes on. This music. As well as being clever, they almost never misfire. When you least expect it, she strikes. No escape, no time to relax. By the looks of it, this eraser is normal. No rocks or anything in it. Rocks in an eraser? You know, I'm just gonna go with it.
She's a bitch.
I took a pretty heavy hit from a blackboard eraser loaded with rocks on my first day. Oh my gosh, she weighted it. I see what you're saying. Good lord. Is that you?
Nah, I think it's still Neon.
So then why don't you open the door and let it drop? That's what it is? That's what Satoko was after, making me focus my attention upwards. So as I lifted my hand to the door, there were thumbtacks stuck to the sliding door handle with tape. A frightening trap. Yowza. A potent and terrifying trap, concealed by using the blackboard eraser. An impressive combination, Satoko, but in the end, nothing more than the trivial machinations of a child. Why do I keep doing that?
Games like this are kind of finicky. Sometimes they just do that.
Assured of my victory, I threw the door open and stepped into the room. Too bold, babe. Too bold for you. Shouldn't be. I felt something strange at my ankle. What did I say?
A bear trap.
It was similar to the sensation of a jump rope catching my leg. Uh-oh. By the time I realized she had me, hook, line, and sinker, it was already too late. I began to fall in an almost picturesque manner. Kei-chan, watch out! Instinctively reacting to Neon's shrill warning, I twisted my body in midair before I landed on the floor. Youch. Ow, ow, ow! An inkstone filled to the brim was placed right where I would have landed. I shuddered, imagining the situation I'd land square something. I skipped it, sorry.
Okay, so do you want to voice her or you want me to do it?
Who is this little bitch?
She's the one who set all the traps.
My, what do we have here? A fair morning to you, Keiichi-san. Aren't we a lively one this morning? Still sprawled in an awkward position, I was greeted by a mocking voice. That was a step up from your usual traps, Satoko. I haven't the faintest idea what you mean. You're quite unlucky this morning. You little... Ow, ow, ow. It seemed I'd inadvertently sprained my back a little when I'd landed. Doofus. Better than landing on that inkstone.
I'll voice this one.
She's a cutie patootie. A small hand gently rubbed my head.
Pain, pain, go away.
The small, dainty hand continued to gently stroke my head.
You didn't sprain your back or anything, did you?
It's nasty.
If you rub it like this, the pain disappears.
Sure.
I thought about...
I thought about asking how rubbing my head would help my back, but I didn't. Yeah,
Depends on which head.
Perv. Exactly. It's not so much about what you actually do. It's the thought that counts. Yeah, sure, you creep. Yeah, thanks, Rika-chan. The pain's going away now.
Yay, Rika-chan, good morning! Good morning to you, Rena. A good morning to all.
Rika-chan greeted each of us with an adorable little bow, just like Tim does. It was infectious. Rena, Mion, and I all bowed back. You're such a good kid, Rika-chan. So much better than Satoko. I glared over in her direction. Satoko was whistling while rather deliberately trying to avoid eye contact. So she has a crush on him. Like, come on. I am the very model of a good girl. A good girl wouldn't set those nasty traps. Nothing but lies and slander. Exactly what proof? Ugh. I picked up Satoko by the back of her collar. She looks like a misbehaved cat when I do this. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
But a cat wouldn't be setting traps. Okay, we're gonna fact check this one because my cat attacked me several times today in my own bed. She lays on her little belly. Or on her back, rather. She puts her little belly in the air. She hangs out. She relaxes. She makes you think that, yeah, and then, yeah, no, it's a trap. It's a trap. She's gonna bite you. You pet her, she bites you. She's much harder to deal with than a cat, apparently, this little bitch, Satoko. I-M-S-O-R-R-Y. Try saying that. If you won't say it. I cocked my index finger on my thumb, letting it tremble as I brought it closer to Satoko's forehead. Oh, like he's gonna flicker.
He's gonna flicker in the face.
I was like, what? I'm against violence. You don't even have any proof. Just so you know, my forehead flick really hurts. It can split plywood right in half.
Christ.
Eek! Stop! Get away from me, you beast! Don't say that in a way people will misunderstand. Oh god. A small hand tugged the back of my shirt. I'm assuming it's this little... Yeah, it's her. I knew it.
She's been lonely since you were gone for 2 days.
These girls are obsessed.
Yes. For several reasons.
Rika-chan really is just so... How could I do anything more after being told that? I gently released my grip on Satoko, who at this point was on the verge of tears. She still had her eyes clamped shut as she braced herself for the forehead flick. It's painful, dude. It doesn't bother me. You mustn't cry, Satoko. Oh, sorry, that's good.
You mustn't cry, Satoko. Keep on fighting. Yeah.
Yeah. Rika gently petted the head of her prankster friend. You would never guess those two are the same age. Yeah, I would've. Are you kidding me?
So they're both like little girls.
I think Satoko could learn a thing or a million from Rika-chan.
Very true. Not going to explain why.
That's you.
Next time, set an even more amazing trap.
We knew what he... Wait a minute. As she observed the scene, Rena's expression grew ecstatic as she began to swoon. What is up with this?
Won't you set traps for me, Satoko-chan?
That's all.
Satoko-chan is crying. So cute.
You can't take them home.
But you're so cute.
You can't, no matter how cute they are.
Just for a bit is fine. It's fine.
I hate this girl. Rena kept a cutesy face even as outrageous ideas spewed from her mouth. According to Mion, Rena is ridiculously weak to cute things and always tries to take them home. Me. I'm gonna take your boy, I'm gonna put him in my pocket, I'm gonna bring him home. Object or person. Stealing is... Wait.
It's Mion.
It's Mion?
Yeah.
Stealing is bad, but abducting people is even worse. Give it up.
Then I can just look. Just looking.
Oh my god, she's a voyeur.
That should be fine, right? Right?
Girl! Rena swooned over Satoko's crying form. If a girl ever goes missing in Hinamizawa, I'll be forced to turn Rena into the authorities. Forgive me, Rena. I'll be sure to bring you care packages when they put you away.
Oh, you won't.
The teacher's coming. Quickly, clean everything up, Satoko. That inkstone is yours, right? Just from Mion's single statement, the entire mood of the room shifted back to normal. The inkstone was bad, but the thumbtacks stuck to the door handle were an even bigger problem. Oh god. I pulled the tape off carefully, making sure not to skewer myself. Even though Satoko was the one who set it up, everyone had to pick up after her. By the time the teacher entered the room, the bedlam from before had been neatly tidied up.
Ain't that always how it is, men having to clean up for women's mistakes?
Yo, I hate you. Your face.
We made it in time.
Rise, attention. Mion gave out the morning commands. Heavy sigh. It's difficult being the teacher for all these different grades in one classroom. She has to teach something different to each one. But naturally, she ends up spending all her time with the younger kids. Rena and Mion, being the highest grade in the class, end up mostly doing self-study. They even end up helping teach the younger kids, so it seems like they can never get to their own studies. They're actually way behind where my studies have progressed to. As a result, I'm pretty much taking over for the teacher and helping Rena and Mion with their studies. Oh, Mr. Fancy Man.
You're a pretty good teacher, Keiichi-kun. Easy to understand. I don't have my homework. Is there anything I could do for an extension?
She said I need extra credit. Rena took a breather after finishing highlighting an important section. Teaching is making me lose confidence. It makes me aware of how shallow my understanding of the subject is. He's fishing for compliments. They say that to teach someone something, you need to understand it backwards and forwards. So while you're teaching us, you're getting in your own practice.
I think maybe 4 or 5 teachers I had in my entire life actually understood what they were teaching.
Yeah. In contrast, this person over here is quite laissez-faire about things. For one, isn't she supposed to be in a higher grade than me? Look, Mion, this is for your own good. If you don't take this seriously, there will be trouble later on. With these marks, ... It's not like I'm aiming to go onto a prestigious school. I'll be fine as long as I pick up what I need to know for the entrance exams a little at a time. Her staunch defiance was really something else. There was a different type of relax than somebody who already knew what was going to be on the entrance exams.
Michan, Keiichi-kun is doing his best to teach us. We need to try hard too.
You're such a good and honest kid, Rena. I'll make sure you guys get accepted into a good school.
Thank you so much.
This dude is a slut. He is a whore. Especially you, Rena. Private lessons, just the two of us. I literally have been calling it every time. He's a whore.
Private lessons?
A puff of smoke shaped like a halo popped out of Rena's head. Exactly what kind of private lesson is she fantasizing about that's making her turn so red?
Everyone suddenly starts hearing the dripping of a faucet. There's no faucet in the room.
I'd like to hear the play-by-play about that next time. While Mion was flipping through her vocabulary flashcards, she threw out a casual question. So, in the city, do you have to study this much? If you don't know at least this much, you can't get into university. So, you study just to get into a university? Well, yeah, basically, while knowing that this stuff won't ever come in handy in the future. Out here, you can get into university as long as your attendance is good enough.
Really?
Study equals entrance exams. Having that basic law of the universe so easily overturned sent me into a state of shock.
That is right. There aren't really enough people around here to warrant weeding them out with an exam.
If anyone can get into university, then there's no need to be all uptight about this stuff, right? Well, that's true, but you should at least know stuff that's common knowledge. This old geezer thinks that instead of wasting time studying pointlessly, you should be spending your precious teen years doing more meaningful things.
Like canoodling out in the woods.
I guess so. It was too profound of a statement to simply laugh off. But since it was neon, it probably didn't actually have that deep of a meaning. Excuse me. In place of a chime, the sound of the principal waving a handbell drifted through the classroom. Ch.1, we're done! We're done! It's our wonderful lunchtime! In a complete 180 from her unmotivated state, Mion gave the commands that signaled the end of the morning period.
Keiichi-kun, let's have lunch! I might have been making a very troubled face.
Oh, wait.
I might have been making a very troubled face.
She's making a very troubled face, though. She's always troubled.
We all are. Rena smiled brightly at me. Alright, let's eat.
Alright.
Alright. There seemed to be different cliques, even within the class, of 30 people. Most of them were divided up by gender and age, but our group was different.
There was that one guy who's held back for 5 years just in the corner eating a sandwich.
That was me. Okay, blah blah blah. Our ages were different, and we had both boys and girls. It's just like us. But we weren't reserved around each other. This level of openness makes a transfer student like me pretty happy. Rena and Mion pushed their desks together so they were facing each other. Cute. At the same time, Satoko and Rika-chan were slowly lugging their desks over as well.
Keiichi-kun, hurry!
Rena waved her chopsticks in an unrefined manner, trying to hurry me along. Unless everyone was together, they wouldn't even open their lunch boxes. This is so wholesome. Well, I mean, that
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Keiichi-san's lunchbox is most assuredly filled with nothing but bread crust like some sort of destitute plebeian.
That's how a small child talks.
Why don't you just show it off to us? Come on now. Look, I'm not reading it exactly right, but you get the idea.
No, you are reading it exactly right. It's just that this is not how a child talks. It's those words.
Even though Satoko was hurling insults at me, she still wouldn't open the lid to her lunchbox until I was there. Aw. I pulled out my lunchbox swiftly and dragged my chair over to join the circle. Hey, sorry to keep you waiting.
Well then, Representative B, please give signal to start.
At first, this was kind of embarrassing, but I got used to it pretty fast. At this point, I probably wouldn't even open my own lunchbox if someone else was too slow. Our ages and genders may have all been different, but we were all friends. Let's eat! The sound of our little 5-part chorus echoed beautifully throughout the classroom.
And thus began my harem academia.
Jesus Christ. Really, though, I've gotten pretty used to this group made up of all girls, Tim. Of course.
Vibes.
Of course, there are other boys in the class, but they were a lot younger, so they were scared to approach me, little guys. Well, that's to be expected. Yeah, I'm just like super cool and intimidating. Younger boys just see older boys as scary. Compare that to girls. Well, at least these girls aren't picky. Yeah, that much is clear, babe. We put all the side dishes in the middle where everybody was free to pick at them. Aww. I thought girls would mind sharing a meal with a guy, so I was a bit flustered joining in. However, Mion noticed that and teased me quite a bit. As the fruit of my efforts, I can now reach over and take sides from anybody's lunch. My, isn't Sir Keiichi's lunch extravagant today? My, isn't Madame Satoko's lunch extravagant as well? The stewed stuff has a nice look to it, rather trendy. Buying into the fight that Satoko was starting, our chopsticks locked in a cross-counter, stabbing into each other's lunch.
How do you eat stew with chopsticks?
It's a good question. I mean, I guess you would just, like, eat the pieces of food and then like drink the broth?
I guess.
Is that how y'all roll? I don't know. Let us know in the comments. Do you guys eat stew with chopsticks and then just sip? My, how delicious. Oh, this taro is good. The stewed stuff is good too, even cold.
She doesn't know what she's...
Dude, I love some cold stew. No, like, she's eating his stuff, he is eating her stuff. After seeing my happy face, Rika-chan's expression broke into a little smile.
I saved some from dinner last night.
By the way, Satoko and Rika-chan's lunches are always the same. Huh? It seems that Rika-chan makes it for both of them every day. Oh, baby. Rika-chan made this too? These taste like mom's home cooking. I was honestly impressed. The carrot rosettes weren't from a mold. They were done by hand with a knife. It's not easy to do. Yeah, girl, I know. I guess Rika-chan's just good at this sort of thing.
She's really good at sewing, laundry, and stuff like that.
Housewife material.
Amazing, right? Amazing!
This girl. Rika is quite exceptional in many ways. Oh,
We're totally not gay together or something.
she really said. She's talking about herself, and she said, I'm
No,
exceptional.
she's talking about the purple-haired one.
Oh, I'm stupid. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah, this is Satoko. That's nothing for... Who said that? That's nothing for you to boast about.
I think it read.
There's nothing for you to boast about.
There we go.
It's either her or us.
Yeah.
Rena's actually better at cooking than I am. Well, you know...
It seemed that the topic of conversation switched to Rena when she wasn't expecting it, making her blush and trip over her words, as Tim so eloquently described. Rena's lunch really was the star of the table. Not only did it look good, it tasted good. Y'all nasty. Everyone else pulled from the Rena's lunchbox box constantly.
Everyone liked this one so much before, so I made a lot this time. It's good, I hope. I hope.
It's got high marks from me. Ah, Mion, you're talking too much.
Taking too much.
Knocking Mion's chopstick. Oh, taking too much. Sorry. Oh, that's the, we're all supposed to get the word.
Purpose is... Okay, it's a national weather alert.
Yeah, they're testing it.
Fuck, didn't yours go off?
I don't know.
My ringer is off, so...
Yeah, I don't know why mine.
Okay.
Knocking Mion's chopsticks aside, I reached out, trying to secure my own portion. Satoko and Rika... There it is. It's vibrating. I reached out, trying to secure my own portion. Satoko and Rika-chan reached over at the same time, and a struggle ensued. Everyone shoveled in mouthful after mouthful while praising it, and Rena's lunchbox was soon empty. Damn! It was kind of bad that no one thought to leave anybody for Rena. You guys suck. But Rena seemed rather satisfied as she looked on. Yeah, because she's a bottom.
She's the only one who has the antidote.
How did you like it? Isn't Rena-san an extremely good cook too? Quite different from Keiichi-san. Is that little bitch?
I think we can tell who's talking by, like, who's on screen.
Yeah, but these are whatever. I said that's nothing for you to boast about. You're not much different from Kei-chan, Satoko. Can you tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower yet? Some of these lines, man. I'm like, ¿Qué pasa? Ah, nani? What? Satoko's face went pale. Hey, even I can tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower, you know. Of course I can. I really can. It's really hard for her to lie. It's confusing.
Keiichi-kun, both taste good, but when they're boiled and topped with mayo, right?
That does not sound good. I'm sorry, it doesn't sound good.
You shouldn't be picking on her, Michan, too.
Rena hurriedly tried to follow up, but Mion laughed haughtily as she drew closer to Satoko. Uh-oh. Well, just pretend it's a little home ec lesson. Now then, Satoko, what's this? Mion lifted up her chopsticks. Between them was a piece of green stuff wrapped in bacon.
But that's asparagus.
Mion made eye contact with me, and within 3 seconds, I had Rika-chan's mouth covered. Holding a piece of bacon-wrapped asparagus and giving her 2 choices.
Ew.
She's pretty terrible. I'm so confused.
Such a waste of bacon.
The yellow one is cauliflower. No, wait, the green one is cauliflower. So, which? Probably the yellow one is broccoli and the blue one is cauliflower, but the green one is, Do you really know which is which? How about you just give up? I'd expect no less from the class representative. The oldest. The way she drives people into a corner just shows how much experience she has. This is just a hunch, but being brought into the Sonozaki household must be quite the ordeal. I do know! I really do! Then answer the question. Damn, girl. I know! She finally broke down and started crying. This bitch be crying a lot.
Well, yeah, she's a small child.
No excuse. When she acts like this, she actually starts to seem her age. No excuses. Don't be a little bitch.
Kiss!
Rena entered a state of euphoria as Satoko bawled her eyes out. Jesus Christ,
There's
Rena!
that leaky faucet again.
What is up with this girl? Rena was in a state of bliss as she rubbed her cheek against Satoko's head and smothered her. Really, a very content face.
I was joking, but I'm not joking about the leaky faucet.
One that wouldn't care if the world ended right then. It was that kind of smile. I'm sorry, why?
Because she just thinks a small crying child is fucking adorable.
Rena. Rena. Mimi is picking on me. Mimi.
Cute! It's okay, Rena, nature will take care of all those bad people who tease my little sister.
Bam bam.
And up, school shooting.
Fwish boom. Are you for real? Fwish.
Oh no,
boom,
that would be too easy for this game.
It was like a flash of lightning. What was that just now? Both of Rena's fish shot out at supersonic speed, striking Neon and me squarely in our faces. Before we knew it, Neon and I were sprawled spread eagle on the floor, staring up at the ceiling with matching welts on our faces.
I'm going to assume that this translated spread eagle.
This is the first time you've gotten one, right? Today, she went easy on us. Easy? You mean there's something harder than this? With that, Neon and I both slumped our heads back to the floor in unison. From now on, I'll be careful when I'm within striking distance of Rena. She punches people?
Yeah, she just punched them.
Just because they were bullying that little bitch?
Yeah, because they were trying to destroy the cuteness.
See, Satoko-chan, I took care of them. Cute! I want to take you home.
I understand the impulse.
So if she were going full strength, she would have put her fist through their heads.
Damn. Making sure Rena couldn't see it, Satoko stuck her tongue out at us. Damn it all, using Rena like a puppet. Rika-chan massaged our bruises without saying a word. This dude is just living it up. He's nasty. I don't trust him.
he didn't really do much in that one.
I think he did enough. No matter what the day had held, the last school bell always came too soon. Our shadows stretched off into the distance.
Hey, Kenji-kun, tomorrow do you have plans or anything? Or anything?
Huh? It was such a direct question from Rena, I inadvertently blushed. Ooh. If it was for a date, then wouldn't you do it more subtly? Rena saw me lost for words and realized that I'd misunderstood and turned red as well.
No, I didn't mean it like that. You see...
So apparently that wasn't what she meant. But since it's always fun when Rena's in a panic, I went on with it a little. Oh, really? So it wasn't meant that way? Playing it up, I slumped my shoulders, feigning dejection.
Kenji-kun, why are you so disappointed? Why?
She said,
Mi-chan!
She fell to her knees and screams, why? I can't do that laugh. Unable to hold it in any longer, Neon slapped me on the back. I see. This old geezer never knew you could push her buttons like that. That was really creepy.
I'd be concerned if someone laughed like that.
I know, right? Now you have to bluster.
I think, okay.
What is it?
Mion was rolling on the floor, clutching her stomach, while Rena flailed around, completely bewildered. I couldn't help but start laughing as well. Feeling just a little bit guilty, I ruffled Rena's hair.
My hand came away greasy. She hadn't washed it in days.
Ew.
They're in the middle of the fucking countryside. It's probably accurate.
There's water!
Yeah, sparingly. They have to fill a bucket up.
It's worth it when you're a pretty girl. Kidding. Sorry, it was a joke. That was my fault.
The thing, but there's only one fuckable guy in this whole town. You know, you don't have to try that hard.
There's definitely some hot dads around. She really is a cute one. No, I mean really. You're in a rural area. The dudes are always hot.
A joke? Since when? Since when?
You guys are so mean. About halfway through.
Halfway? So, Kei-chan, that means you weren't acting on your blush at the start?
Ooh. Huh? That means it was only a momentary lapse, but there was no way Mion... Damn it!
Yeah, it just does that.
There was no way Mion would let such a delectable detail slip by her. Well, you see, saying anything more was also a bad idea. In my bewildered state, I slipped further into an unfavorable position. After that, Mion continued to tease me about it for a while.
Somehow I ended up spread eagle again.
Oh, Mion, you nasty.
You know, I'm pretty sure they mistranslated that. If they both somehow landed spread eagle, like,
come on,
were their feet like? Did their feet land in a way that they were like against the corners of the desks? Like,
no, it means they both were just like their arms and legs were splayed.
That's not what spread eagle means. Spread eagle means like when your like feet are like all the way out.
Yeah, you land like.
No, like they're up like this.
No, that's
yes.
Not. No.
I've done enough bondage to know what spread eagle is.
Same, dog. So why were you asking if I'm free tomorrow, Rena?
Huh? What were we talking about?
It had been so long that Rena had forgotten. That's how long Mion had teased me. It's just... Kei-chan, you probably can't find your way around Hinamizawa by yourself yet, can you? That was true. I hate to say it, but if you blindfold me and spun me around 3 times, like we're playing pin the tail on the donkey, I wouldn't be able to tell up from down here. Yeah, I don't think I know how to get anywhere besides back and forth from school.
Yes, so you see, tomorrow we were thinking that Michan and I could escort you through Hinamizawa and show you around.
Ooh. That would be a godsend. Frankly, I was happy about the offer. You'll come, of course, right?
Oh, he'll come.
I know he will. He said, if I'm free. You're being invited by a girl, you know. If I'm free. Oh, shut up, he's coming. You're probably free anyways. If I'm free. I was being stubborn so as not to give a clear yes or no. Yeah, we noticed, honey. Even though I thought it was a godsend, I'm too much of a scamp to say so up front. He said I'm just a little scamp.
Keiji-kun, you're not free, perhaps? Perhaps?
While Mion and I had our rather sour back and forth, Rena peeked over at me hesitantly. Figuring I'd been a bit too rough on her, I just gave in. Sorry. Forgive me. I apologize. I'm free.
Great!
The trepidation disappeared from Rena's face as it blossomed into a smile.
Despite the stink cloud still floating over her head.
Hey now. Seems like there's quite a difference between how cold you are to me compared to Rena, isn't there? It seems Mion didn't care for how rude I was to her compared to how quickly I agreed with Rena.
Yeah, don't be a nasty bitch and people won't treat you like one. It's very simple.
But her being annoyed was very interesting. So I pushed Rena forward, speeding up our pace to leave Mion behind. Let's go, Rena. Maybe it should just be the two of us tomorrow. Leave grumpy old Mion behind.
Huh? Well, if Keiichi-kun is okay with that, then...
She's trying to... I'm the one who came up with the idea... Oh. Sorry. I'm the one who came up with the idea to take him around. Don't ignore me, Keiichi Maibara?
Maibara, I think.
Maibara.
Rena just looks over her shoulder, smirking.
Oh, it'd be great if the two of us could go on a picnic together. Should we bring a basket, Rena?
If we bring a basket, I'll make the food, maybe. Maybe.
Don't you ignore me too, Rena. I'll tell everyone that you two disappeared into the hotel district together. Damn, girl!
Oh, who got punched
Oh,
now?
now she got punched.
Well, then I'm going home right now to start making it. Tomorrow's gonna be so fun. Later, Keiji-kun. Me-chan. Bye!
Rena bounded off like she was walking on the moon. After the dust settled, all that was left was me standing next to Mion, sprawled out on the ground. There was a welt on her face.
Rena's like, if you're gonna tell everyone I'm a whore, I might as well, make it be one. Just make it worthwhile. Fuck it.
Are you alright? There was over 2 meters between you guys. What? Since you came, they've become sharper. This old geezer's body can't handle it. I'm lost. Maybe it'd be easier if you stopped saying stuff that makes Rena want to hit you. Oh, I get it.
Yeah, so it's like she literally like zipped over, hit her, and then zipped back before either of them noticed.
Oh.
She pulled like a flash punch.
Or else this will end up being me on slapstick comedy hour. Oh, if that happened, the results might be fatal.
Now that's the next one.
Don't feel bad, Mion. You're probably the only one who can dodge her jabs.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It felt like it was her knee, though. Could it be that we were hanging around with an unrivaled martial arts master? Maybe someday we'll see her debut in an extreme contact sport. That would be sick. You can't lose to Rena. You need to train up and have a rematch. Kei-chan, you should. This old geezer will root for you. Mion and I reaffirmed our determination to discover a way to counter Rena's infallible technique.
And presumably he could just whip it out, and then that would stop it.
I mean, really, this
Like,
girl.
based on all of this.
She's weak AF.
Okay, I think that's the end of chapter 1.
Oh my goodness. I need a snack.
Okay.
You have received new tips. We're a mixed grade. We don't have a uniform. Ah.
You want to look at the tips? They don't really do anything. They're just like stuff.
It's okay.
Okay. Hit save.
Save and load.
Save and load, yes. And save in anywhere.
Right there.
Yeah. You just hit yes. Okay, end of chapter 1.
Okay.
We can get a snickety snack.
I'm hungry, bro.